In doing problems related to equilibrium, we usually draw diagrams called as free body diagrams. Actually, free body diagrams are the diagrams which represents a single body or a system under the action of forces, and we'll be showing only the forces in that diagram. Such diagrams are called as free body diagrams. For example, in the case of a book kept on a table, the two forces acting on the book are its weight acting downward and the normal reaction exerted by the surface upward. So this shows the free body diagram of such a book kept on the table. So it is usual practice to draw the diagrams, free body diagrams, in solving problems related to equilibrium. Here comes the first example. It is the example from textbook. A mass of 6 kg is suspended by a rope of length 2 meter from the ceiling. A force of 50 Newton in the horizontal direction is applied at the midpoint P of the rope as shown. What is the angle the rope makes with the vertical in equilibrium? Take G to be 10 meter per second square and neglect the mass of the rope. So in this question, what is actually mentioned is we have a rope of length 2 meter. So first of all, the rope is hung like this. That means with the object of mass 6 kilogram at one end and the other end connected to a rigid support, it is connected like this. Then a force is exerted in the horizontal direction at the midpoint. So at the midpoint, a horizontal pulling force is exerted in this direction. So that force is 50 Newton. So under the action of this force, the orientation of the rope will get changed. Now it takes the form, or its orientation, it becomes, this is the fixed position. From there it goes like this, okay, because it is under the action of force in that direction, and this is the direction of that pulling force, 50 Newton. So this is the new orientation of the thread. So here it is 6 kilogram. So this is what we have. Now analyzing the forces acting on the different parts of the thread or on the different parts of the system, first we consider this 6 kilogram object. The two forces acting on the 6 kilogram object are its weight downward and the tension along the string upward. When it is connected to a string, no, on the string, along the string, tension will be acting in the upward direction. So that is represented as tension T2, and T1 is already marked here. So two different parts we have the two tension, that is T1 and T2. So on the 6 kilogram object, the two forces are represented by this diagram, and that is the free body diagram of that 6 kilogram object. 60 Newton downward and T2 upward. Here T2, so since 6 kilogram object is in equilibrium, we can write the force equation as 60 Newton is equal to T2. T2 is equal to 60 Newton. This is how we usually write the force equation, by using the concepts of equilibrium. So since 6 kilogram object is in equilibrium, the forces should be balanced, or net force should be equal to 0, or forces should be balanced. That means downward force should be equal to upward force, that is 60 Newton equal to T2. Now coming to the case of the point P. So since the system is in equilibrium, the point P also is in equilibrium. There are three forces acting at the point P. 50 Newton in the horizontal direction, that is towards right, and T2 again it is acting in the downward direction, because here the tension is in downward direction, and that tension arises because of this object. Okay, so here the tension, it is in downward direction, and the tension along the string towards the point of suspension also will be there. That tension is marked as T1, that is acting towards the point of suspension. So these are the three forces acting. And coming to the case of T2 we have already obtained as 60 Newton. Now our aim is to find that theta. How to find that theta? So we apply that concept what we discussed earlier. That means in the case of coplanar vectors, we have to deal with the balancing of forces in the two directions, two mutually perpendicular directions separately, or component wise the forces should be balanced. That's what we are going to do here. So for that purpose, we know 50 Newton, it is exactly horizontal direction, T2 is in vertical direction, and T1 is in some other direction. So what we will do is T1 we will resolve. T1 we will resolve into horizontal direction and vertical direction. So when we resolve T1, we will get the components. So how we get the components actually? So when we resolve T1, this T1 can be resolved into components like this. So this is resolving T1 in rectangular components. So here we have angle theta. So this components becomes T1 cos theta, and this components become T1 sin theta. So we have resolved T1 into two components, T1 cos theta and T1 sin theta. Okay. After resolving, the two forces, the component forces come like this, that is T1 cos theta and T1 sin theta. So here on this side, that means towards right, it is 50 Newton. Okay, and T2 we determined to be 60 Newton from the free body diagram of that 6 kilogram object, that is 60 Newton downward, and P at P towards right it is 50 Newton. Now you can equate the forces component wise. That means for the point P to be in equilibrium, the forces in x direction and y direction should be balanced separately. So for the forces to be balanced in x direction, we can write T1 sin theta is equal to 50 Newton. T1 sin theta should be equal to 50 Newton. That is for balancing the forces in x direction. Similarly, for balancing the forces in y direction, we have T1 cos theta equal to 60 Newton. So T1 sin theta equal to 50 Newton and T1 cos theta equal to 60 Newton. So just to divide the two equations, T1 sin theta by T1 cos theta. So T1 will get cancelled. And we have sin theta by cos theta, that is tan theta. On right hand side, we will have 50 by 60, that is 5 by 6. So we get tan theta equal to 5 by 6. You can find the inverse value of tan theta and you can get the theta value. So that is how we can do this problem. So only this much for today. Thank you.